Hey anglers, this is the effectiveness of bacon and eggs. A nice brown I caught on my second cast, and I'm gonna kind of show you the rig and the flies that I call bacon and eggs in 2 seconds. Okay anglers, let's take a look at the bacon and egg rig. So what is the bacon and what is the egg? Let's take a look at the flies first. You can see here that I've got the egg is just a really simple egg tied with a dot tied on size 14 hook, I believe this is. Maybe, yeah, it's a size 14. And I'm using just some egg yarn to tie this fly. You can see I tie my egg pretty small and sparse compared to the hook because I want plenty of bite to increase my hookup ratio. The bacon is caddis. What trout, where there are caddis, doesn't love to eat caddis all year long? And so you can see here I've got the caddis, this caddis larva. It's tied, it's called a really simple caddis, I think. It's tied on a size 12 with close, probably about almost a 4 millimeter tungsten bead. And then I just use, I think, possum hair around, or for the body, and then the collar is squirrel. And then I wrap it with some, you might be able to see the kind of the wire there. I think there's some like flashy green wire there that I tie on. And so you can see that they're pretty simple and quick to tie flies. This is probably my best producing combination rig when I'm Euro nymphing or tight line nymphing, as some people call it, or contact nymphing, which basically is fishing a rig like this on a long leader with no indicator. Now I will say this, you can fish this rig under an indicator. Let's go ahead and dive into the actual rig and how I configure the flies on the line or on the tippet. So at the very end of the tippet, at the very end, called the point fly typically, I tie in the bacon, which in this case is a really simple caddis. I use a improved clinch knot to tie the caddis on. You can use any knot that works for you. That's just the one that works for me. Now I tie it on the end and then I move up the line 10 to 12 inches, okay? 10 to 12 inches, and then I tie in the tag end to put the egg on. I use either well in this case I use a triple surgeon knot to tie into the line. That tends to hold really well. This knot, you can see it's really big. That's because my triple surgeon tag actually broke off while I was fishing earlier today. And what I do when that happens is I just actually use an improved clinch knot above the leftover piece of knot on my line and then slide the clinch knot down to the knot. So it's actually pretty ingenious. And there you go, you can see how it slides up. So all that is an improved clinch knot tied onto that line. And I just used the old triple surgeon's leftover knot that broke off as a stopper. And it just keeps you fishing a little bit faster and quicker. And then you can see here, I like a 3 to 4 inch tag for my egg. I don't like it too close. I don't like it too long. About 3 to 4 inches seems to be about right, and I tie on the egg. Now, one of the dilemmas I have with this rig is because most of the weight is coming from the bacon or the caddis fly, I need a little bit extra weight a lot of times to get the rig down. What I'll do is about halfway, you know, depending on the 10 to 12 inches I have to the point fly, about halfway I'm going to pinch on some shot. This is tin shot. And when I pinch on that tin shot, I'll show you something really important here. I try to pinch it on at the halfway point so that the egg won't get tangled with the shot. So if I put the shot on too high when I'm casting, setting hook or whatever, a lot of times then the egg and the tag end gets wrapped around the lead and gets tangled up really easy. So what I try to do is make sure that when I pinch my shot in there, that it's an inch or two below the egg as it's just hanging down, and that tends to keep your rig from getting as tangled as much. Just a little kind of tip hint for you. But this is the bacon and egg rig. Again, this has been extremely successful for me over many winters, and then even into the summer as well. But a lot of times in the fall, winter, and early spring, this has been an incredible producing rig for me. And you should get out there and give it a try if you're into tight line nymphing, contact nymphing, or Euro nymphing, whatever you want to call it. Or if you want to throw this on underneath your indicator, that's definitely something that you could do as well. So until next time, anglers, get out there, do some fishing, and stop watching YouTube videos. unless they're mine, and then watch them all from start to finish. Later.